to speak today about Michael's mentorship and some of the highlights that I'd like to share. So I just noted here what Betty had shared before, and as I go over some of the highlights I'd like to share, I really think that Michael's high school activities, academic record really show all of these points. Certainly the outstanding academic record, absolutely contributions to his school and community, both locally and globally, breaking barriers, building bridges, absolutely. Passion, determination, achievement, and heart, absolutely. Creativity, shifting paradigms, a global leader, and solving the world's greatest challenges. So I think that Michael's high school academic record, activities really highlight all of these main points that I'm about to review. And I just wanted to start off with an excerpt from Michael's Common App essay. And I just wanted to sort of paraphrase. I thought it really spotlighted Michael's voice. It really told a story about his volunteering and the different students that he influenced and interacted with and made a huge difference in their lives. And it ended with a poem, which I thought was a real sort of nod towards his study of the classics. It reminded me of the Odyssey or the Iliad, which are these epic poems. In blossoming and in fading, in delusion and in reality, all that I see or seem is a dream within a dream. So the poetry really came through as well in his Common App. So I thought it was a great example of the student voice within that Common App essay. So just to go a little bit into the awards, Christine, as you just went over, I think my recommendation and something that I try to recommend to my mentees is, as you really develop your favorite subject area, is to take tests, contests, competitions in that area to show the highest level of academic achievement. And so, Michael, I know early on, maybe 3, even maybe 4 years ago, you had shared your interest in the classics. And here we have the Latin exam, gold medal, and Latin exam, advanced prose exam, perfect paper. The hours that went into preparation for that, meeting with your school teacher, this is really showing the highest possible academic level in that potential major that you'll study at Brown. So this is the real core, I think, of your application. Following up to that, these different humanities achievements that are related, the Harvard International Review, your paper about the Supreme Court, and then your John Locke essay, all kind of related humanities essays. And especially you see this interest in the law, which connects back to your studies of antiquities, of the classics. So this really great through line of an academic interest, and again, the highest levels of achievement. Going into Michael's activities, again, such a variety, but also a lot of themes, community outreach, volunteering, certainly your podcast, reaching thousands of listeners and fundraising. So not only this local impact on your soccer team, National Honor Society, but this global impact as well. So that think globally, act locally, saying, I think really comes through in your high school record. Another thing I just want to point out about Michael's activities and to younger students is your activities become your essays. So as I was reviewing all of your activities, Michael, I thought, I remember reading about that for your Brown essay or about that one for another school. So they become your stories. So when you're doing your activities, it's not only for the experience and new friendships and so forth, all that goes into community outreach, leadership and so forth. But I'd say the majority of the activities then became Michael's essays. So I thought that was a really effective kind of approach to your application process. So those are just some of my insights into our mentorship. I think it's been about 3 years or so. But again, the high academic achievement, having that classics major when you applied to Brown, and that coming through your impact in all of your volunteer and leadership roles, and that sense of creativity through your podcasting and writing that came through. So congratulations. Thank you for the opportunity to be your mentor, and I really wish you all the best at Brown. And Elena, I would really appreciate any of those highlights or emphasis